bro? What's up, company guy?
What's up, C. Rosie?
All right. I like
What you doing, man?
Are you going to wear the gamer in public? It's one thing to wear it, when you're recording, talking baseball, or here on Baseball Today. Are you going to wear that out in public and be proud?
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do you wear yours?
I don't know if I've worn it out other than in Denver. I should wear it out.
I mean, sorry, it's not a BattleBots jersey or the NFL jersey, just a lowly JOMBOY Media jersey.
Not true. That's not true. A lot of people. I was just down. So NFL Network, we have a brand new building. I'll be working in it for the first time. It's right next to SoFi Stadium where the Rams and Chargers play, and it's beautiful. But there's a lot of JOMBOY fans in that building. Can tell you that.
I'll be at SoFi on Sunday.
You're going Sunday night?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. I hope your Seahawks don't shit the bed in Indianapolis earlier in the day.
Easy, bro. Easy.
We'll see. All right, let's get to it on a Friday edition of Baseball Today. Everybody's smiling, feeling good. Although I'll tell you who's a little nervous. The San Diego Padres. They start a long road trip right here in Los Angeles today. 20 of their last 23 are against either the Dodgers, Giants, or Braves. The other 3 are against the St. Louis Cardinals, a team that's fighting it out for that second wild card berth. So give me the % chance that San Diego is the second wild card once the dust settles at the end of the season.
Oh, Chris, why are you always making me do this to teams? I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to say something positive. I think they have about a 10 to 15% chance to still be in that second wild card.
That's it?
Yes. That's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet to go through. Here's the silver lining.
Sure.
That's what I'm looking for. Against those teams that you just mentioned, Chris, the Dodgers, who is it? Dodgers, Giants, Braves, and St. Louis.
Yep.
Their overall record is 15-12, so they've beaten these teams. I think if they go 3 games over 500 the rest of the way, they're probably in the second wild card.
Yep.
But it's going to be tough because all these teams are also really fighting for something. So it's different playing now than it is playing them throughout the year where, you maybe you're sitting guys or you maybe resting dudes, whatever. I think now is about the time where it's like, hey, it's high leverage all the time. So San Diego fans, is it likely you're going to finish in the second wild card? Probably not, in my opinion, but there's a chance. You could do it. It's not like you're gone. It's not like you're the Mets or something.
All right. I think there's I'm going to call it a 42% chance. Yes. In part because I think the Padres can start getting their shit together, number one. Number two, the Reds, who I thought, boy, it has been there for the taking for them the last 3 weeks, and they have not run away with it. The Reds have lost 5 of their last 6 series. Included in that, they've dropped 2 series to the Cubs, 1 to the Marlins, 1 to Detroit.
Those 2 teams aren't playing that bad right now.
No, I know they're not playing poorly, but if you had a choice of playing the Giants or the Cubs right now, who would you rather play?
Sure. I understand. Okay?
Plus, the Reds have 9 more with the Pirates, and we know it's been struggle bus for that team all year long. I'm worried about the Reds. I don't know if they've got the right mojo to do this. I hope they do because I think they're kind of a fun playoff team. But I think the Padres are a fun playoff team. Can we add another playoff team? Do you think it's too late to do that?
I would love that. But you're only focusing on the Reds. But if you look behind them, St. Louis is there. Philadelphia has the easiest schedule possible. They need to take care of
business. How'd that go last night?
I know, man. Trust me, I know. They're not out of it either. Padres, I hope that'll be an amazing game. Dodgers versus Padres in the wildcard game. Love it. I'd love to see that San Diego in the playoffs. Just, man, I don't know. They have by far the toughest schedule of anyone left, and they just got to prove it.
Absolutely. All right. How about the Toronto Blue Jays? They go into the boogie down. They sweep a 4-game set. They did not trail at all in the series. Does this say more about Toronto or New York?
I'm going to go with Toronto. I think, look, I want to give credit to the teams that are actually doing it. I don't want to just dump on teams all the time. New York obviously not playing good ball right now, but Toronto is 8 in a row, 11 of their last 12. And here's kind of the dirty little secret of baseball. Throughout an entire 162, the cream is going to rise to the top. Like, the good teams will be there at the end. But
let me check off my cliche bingo card. You've now used silver linings.
Thank you.
Cream's going to rise to the top. I'm looking great so far. Keep
this
going.
Is how you guys used to talk in the 50s. I'm just trying to relate. So, listen.
Wait, old joke used during show. There's another one. Great. Let's keep going.
You have to give credit to Toronto and what they've been able to do. But the dirty little secret is, in baseball, if you can get everyone on the same page, like Toronto is right now, like a majority of your offense clicking at the same time, your pitching clicking at the same time, you're going to win games. You're going to beat teams that don't have everyone clicking on the same times. Clearly, the Yankees have some problems offensively right now with the pitching staff right now. It doesn't matter if the Pirates came to town. If the Pirates offense was surging and their pitching was clicking, they're going to beat the Yankees too. That's what happens at this time of the year. The team that gets hot, that is going together, those are the teams that get into the playoffs and do well in the playoffs. Toronto is that right now. They have to keep it up for, another month, but they're definitely capable of doing that. So I'm going to give all the credit to Toronto, breaking out a 4-game sweep in New York. That's very impressive.
I can't imagine what it's like at our office in the Bronx right now, up at JOMBOY headquarters. I mean, we're talking about sad faces. What's wrong with our guys? Aaron Boone doesn't know how to do anything. What's going on? You know what? You're right. Why don't we turn on the positive spin? Good for the Blue Jays, who have won 8 in a row. Good for the Blue Jays, who have averaged 7.5 runs during that span. Good for the Blue Jays, who have won every way possible during this winning streak. Good for the Blue Jays, who started playing their home season down in Dunedin, Florida, at their spring training home. Good for the Blue Jays, who had to move up to their AAA facility in Buffalo. Good for the Blue Jays, who then had to move to a new country, back home. I know that sounded weird, but good for them. I'm happy. I'm proud. Charlie Montoya says, you know what? Our guys haven't bitched once this year about the situation they've been. All they've done is play good baseball. So why don't we just make it a bigger story about what somebody's doing right? For whatever reason, whatever fan base you're a part of, when you lose a game, you're like, well, we shouldn't have lost that game. Well, how about the other team being better than you? How about that?
How about the Blue Jays being way more sexy than the Yankees, too? Sexy
Yes.
feel off the chart in Toronto.
It's not – I got to be honest with you. If you took the players that are on the Yankees right now and you put them in Kansas City Royals uniform, how much are we talking about?
I knew you were going there. Yankees Twitter's a mess. Let's move on from this topic. I don't know if you want some fun, if you want to see, I feel like Yankees Twitter personified, go search Nick Turturro.
No,
our guy.
stop.
Nick lives like
he is
going nuts right now.
His brother-in-law used to be my trainer. Great guy, Eric, by the way. Good dude. But I used to hear great Nick stories all the time.
Nick is a character, and he is crazy right now.
He's fired up. But
love
good for
Nick.
the Blue Jays. I love that. You know what else I'm fired up about? Topps has released the highly anticipated 2021 Topps MLB Inception NFT collection. It's inspired by popular Topps Inception baseball physical product. These are striking, officially licensed Topps MLB NFTs. They're available now exclusively on ToppsNFTs.com. The collection celebrates baseball's promising young stars, from breakout rookies to veteran mainstays, and also introduces new beginnings. That's a set that celebrates both new and familiar faces in new places. You can purchase 5-card standard packs, 25-card premium packs via credit card with NFT card ratings ranging from common to legendary. Now, we know these things are going to fly. They're available at ToppsNFTs.com, but fear not. Though these are limited packs, you can still get the 2021 Topps MLB Inception NFTs on the ToppsNFTs.com marketplace. Buy individual NFTs or unopened standard or premium packs, all from the same convenient location. That is ToppsNFTs.com.
I want to say something. We got Theo in the chat. He's one of our mods for Talking Baseball. Great person. I got to meet him. He's saying it's really easy to compliment the hot teams. Where was this Blue Jays talk when they were struggling? First of all, the only one that declared the Blue Jays dead was JOMBOY. He declared them dead. He said they're done. Jake and I said weirder things have happened. These teams can get hot. Blue Jays got hot. That was like a week and a half ago. And this is a positive show. We want to talk about positive things on here. That's why we're talking about that instead of miserating with the Yankees. There's enough of that on the internet.
Boom. I'm going to give you hazard pay on talking baseball today. Those guys are going to be just crying all day. Can't take it. Oh, here, you want some negativity about New York? Mets blew a 2-0 sixth-inning lead down in Miami. Phillies, by the way, blew a 2-1 lead in their home ballpark against Colorado Rockies. More frustrated fan base right now. Mets or Phillies?
Dude, I hate when you do this to me. Mets social media hates me.
Yeah,
they do. Say anything right.
I know, and I'm poking the bear.
And here's the thing. Like, the honest answer is the Mets fan base should be more frustrated right now.
Really?
Like, their path to the playoffs is almost non-existent. I've declared them dead. And, that's part of a stick, and it's fun, and it's, blah, blah, blah. But really, like, their path is so difficult. They need to go on a run of biblical proportions, and just I don't think I see them doing that. They're such a fun team to watch sometimes. Like, I wish they could just get it together, similar to what the Blue Jays have done. I hope they go on a run like that. I just don't see it happening. Phillies fan base, you should be disappointed too. But here's the thing. You got that schedule that everyone keeps talking about, so go take care of business. I know you're 3.5 games out, but the tide can turn very quickly if you go take care of business. And they have the team to do it. They really do. I've been saying all year the Phillies are constructed to be a playoff team. Similar to the Mets, but the Mets schedule is much different than the Phillies. So I have to say right now, if I had to pick a fan base to be a part of, I'm gonna go with the Phillies because I think they still actually have a chance to make the playoffs.
And they're miserable. They are miserable. I've got some good friends that are Phillies fans, and they know it's coming because 13 of their next 16 home games are against the Rockies, Cubs, Pirates, and Orioles.
I know.
It's there. It's there for you. And then you have something like what happened last night. Do you know that the Rockies had 18 road wins all year before hitting back-to-back home runs in the ninth off of their new closer that they traded for? And the Phillies have blown 30 saves this year. 30. That is a franchise single-season worst mark. I don't want to call it a record. It's a worst mark. That's not a record I'm going to be like, yay, we got 30 blown saves. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm serious. It's setting up for another Philly disaster. It is.
I mean, look, yeah, they need to go on a run. I think it's just more likely, percentage-wise, that they do it than the Mets do it. And Ian Kennedy gave up that homer on a breaking ball, too. Gosh.
Let's move on. Give me a wild card team in either league this weekend that is going to play balls to the wall like they really want a playoff spot. I don't know if they're going to necessarily move up in the standings, but, like that team is like, okay, October starts this weekend. Let's go.
It's Toronto.
Oh.
They play the Orioles. Now, you could say could be a letdown series. They just go in, sweep the Yankees, but I don't think that's in their DNA.
No.
These young studs are ready to get after it. They know we need to go handle business in Baltimore. We should take all 3 games in Baltimore, and let's watch the Yankees and the Mets battle it out. Let's watch who do the Red Sox play. Doesn't matter. They're not playing.
They play the White Sox.
Perfect. They said, you guys go handle those juggernauts. Those 2 teams battle it out. Let's go take care of business in Baltimore, and probably by Monday, there's a chance that we're in the wild card. We're actually in the playoffs come Monday.
Okay. For me, I wish you would dust off your A's jersey and put that thing on again today. They're going to get it right this weekend against the Texas Rangers. They haven't played. It's not like they've dominated the season series. And you know what? They just did well against the Chicago White Sox. I like that. They're only 2 games back. Most importantly, you talk about the DNA. We know that a Bob Melvin team has the DNA. They usually go on a great second-half run. They've actually hit a lull the last 3 weeks. But I believe that they're going to be there. And I know they've got like 6 of their last 9 against the Houston Astros. But you know what? These guys are tested. They know how to do it. They got a lot of veterans. I feel good about the Oakland. If I had an Oakland A's jersey right now, I'd put it on.
I'm going to send one to you.
Yeah, it definitely.
I actually messed up. Someone in the chat said the Jays have 4 in Baltimore this weekend. They got a doubleheader on Saturday. So they have a chance to go win 4 games. They could make up a game easily, even if the other teams win the series.
They're only a half game back of the Yankees right now. They're only 1.5 back of the Red Sox. By Monday, when we do this show again, they could be the number 1 wild card, and it wouldn't shock me. Just saying.
That's crazy. You know, there's always a team, Chris, that has some sort of trauma or, you know, some hardship during the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, let's not use the word trauma. Hardship.
Okay, fine. Okay, geez. They've had a tough go of it this year, moving all the time. And that creates, you know, like a bond. You know, that creates very much a strong clubhouse when you go through that stuff together. Having to move sucks. We talked about it, okay? It's not trauma, sure, but it's not easy.
Right. I get it.
Blue Jays could be that team.
Yep. All right, last one. I know that he dyed his hair like 2 weeks ago or whatever, but last night it looked real platinum blonde after his walk-off hit, Joc Pederson. We haven't talked about it yet. Are we going yay or?
Chris, you know my answer. He's hot. It looks great. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's way better than that caterpillar he had working, that blonde caterpillar he had working earlier this year. That thing was rough.
I love it. I think he looks good. I never actually went blonde. I never did the tips. I'm sure you look like you're a tip guy.
Oh, yeah. Best damn, I had the tips working. I remember the day my boss, George Greenberg, was like, but keep in mind, George was like bald. So George was like, I think we need to get you some frosted tips. I was like, what? George?
That's my good friend, George.
You don't know George.
Of course I do.
You know George Greenberg?
Yes, I'm friends with his son. We already talked about this.
Oh, right.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Dude, we did talk about this.
I never went blonde, but I dyed my hair completely like jet black to the point where it was purple in high school.
Ew.
So the opposite of Joc.
Oh.
But it was nice, man. I was like a little punk rocker. We were doing
Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about the whole George Greenberg connection. That was my fault. I'm still a little foggy. The last couple of days, I've had to wake up at 6 a.m. for Brady's school. And it's like you wake up, you get punched in the face. When you haven't done it in a while, woo! Holy smokes. All right, what do you have coming up on JOMBOY?
Talking baseball with the boys. We're going to see how they do with the Yankees series. I think it is Jimmy having to talk about the AL, so he'll have to go over the Yankees series, and then we'll just break it all down. I'm gonna really try to, what is the expression? Another cliche. Twist the knife?
Yeah. Mark that one down. I'm doing great on bingo. On baseball today, bingo.
Let me say to Mets fans, I'm rooting for you guys. I want to see this happen. I want to see chaos happen. Have I declared you dead for like the last 2 months? Sure. But prove me wrong.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm with you. For me, let's see. Giolito's still out. Really fun episode. Like I said, I thought it was the best he's been all year. He was really, really funny, relaxed. He was seeming to be in a good headspace. Probably because he had just spent a day off with his wife. They have an amazing story. You know, his wife is in veterinary school. She's almost a full-fledged vet. But they don't live together during the season because she's in school out in Northern California. He's obviously pitching. So he seemed to be in a good place. And recording another episode with Tyler Glasnow today, who went to the Bucks-Cowboys game last night. We'll talk about that. We will also come up with Cure Tyler's Boredom. So if you guys want to tweet us a few suggestions at Chris Rose or the Rose Rotation, we've come up with a whole list of hobbies and things that he can do over the next several months. What?
I got a few things that a guy that's 6'5", millionaire, elite athlete could do to pass the time.
We're really going there?
I mean, wouldn't that be what you do?
I hope everybody has a wonderful baseball weekend. We're back at it on Monday. Good luck to your Seahawks. I'm rooting for you. I am. I'm rooting for you against Carson Wentz and the Colts.
We haven't talked about my fandom yet. There's a chance I become a Rams fan, but
stop. You can't do that. You can't be a Seahawks fan and then just say maybe. I mean, this is the whole Stafford's my neighbor thing.
It's a long story. Let me work through it. It's a difficult time for me and my football fandom.
Yeah. Last thing. Do you play fantasy or not?
I do.
Okay. One team or multiple?
I have 2 teams right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's annoying if you do anything more than 2.
I agree.
Brady, who's our 15-year-old, is in 3 leagues. So last night, he's rooting against 5 guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, stop. I'm not going to sit around you if you're going to do this.
The best thing to do is to do 1 league. 2 is pushing it. 3 is no.
I do 1. I do 1 family league, and I suck at it.
You told me.
I'm bad at broadcasting? You ought to see me try and draft fantasy teams. All right, everybody have a remarkable weekend. Be safe. Thank you for consuming all the John Boy Media content. We try to be the #1 destination for the baseball fan out there. Plouffe, good luck in talking baseball. Man, oh, man. Wear your hazmat suit. It's going to get ugly out there.
All right, man.
Everybody have a great day. Peace.